I show up to the job trailer. I give them my calendars. I give them a pen. I drop off my nomenclature. I give them a business card. And I tell the general contractor, hey, if you need anything, give me a call. And that's what I do. I stop by every job site and I tell them all that. The problem is my phone isn't ringing. Now, I heard what people have said. They go, keep stopping by, but it's a little weird to walk into a job site and be like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I was here last week. I was the guy that dropped off the calendar and dropped off the pens and told you if you need anything to call me. You didn't call me, so what should we do? This is a great conversation. It's a great topic because it affects every one of us. How do you effectively follow up with customers, follow up with opportunities, follow up with job sites so that you don't seem like a nagging person getting in everybody's hair, but you bring value? So I'm going to tell you the number one thing. I say it all the time. It's one of the things I preach about. People buy from people that they know, that they like, and that they trust. Now, if you roll up to a job site and you say, here's my pen, somebody's not going to be like, oh my gosh, I sure do like that guy. He gave me a pen. I really like him. And they're not going to say, well, he's got calendars. You know who I trust? The guy with calendars. This simply does not happen on a job site. The single best thing you can do, I would sit down as a team, as an individual. This is an exercise. Don't just, yeah, I get what you're saying, Elliot. Write down 5 to 10 reasons why you would revisit a job site that would bring value to the job site. Here's just a couple of them. I was with a sales rep once in New York City about 5-6 years ago. And the sales rep goes to the back of his truck, drops his tailgate, and he has all of everything, every nomenclature, every book, every catalog. He looked like, if any of you remembered, it's back in the day, he looked like Urkel with just everything he could ever have, and the calendars on top and the pens. And I said, what is all this? And he goes, well, if they need anything, I would rather just give it to them all up front, which made sense in his mind. But the problem is when somebody walks in, you have to build rapport and build their confidence in you that you've made a commitment to their job site. Stopping by once with everything is not a commitment. It's a dump. You're just dumping everything because it's easy for you. What I would do is sit down, write out a schedule, write out a plan of different reasons why you would see job sites. So here's just some of the simple ones. Hey man, the last time I stopped by, I realized I just dropped off a pen and a calendar, but the reason why I'm stopping by this time is I realize we've got some bad weather days coming up. We offer up safety training. Is there anybody on your job site that you would recommend I talk to so we can make sure that instead of them just having a down day, we can get them safety certified, making your job site even more OSHA compliant? Hey, the last time I stopped by here, I realized I dropped off a calendar, I dropped off a pen, but as I was evaluating and looking at your job site, I realized we've had some rain, some snow roll through, and I realized that you're tracking dirt out onto the road. Can I offer up my services of either getting you a skid steer with a sweeper attachment where you could clean up the road, or a sweeper to keep the roads clean coming on and off of your job sites? Now, each one of these things shows a number of things: that you care for the person in front of you, that you're evaluating their job site, and you are proactively creating solutions. Sales is not showing up and saying, hey, I'm just here. What do you need? Sales is showing up and saying, hey, I've looked, I've cared enough about your job site that I see places where I can help your job site be more efficient, be safer, help you stay on time, and help you stay on schedule. The next thing I would look at, ask everybody on the job site, hey, what are the next phases coming? And by any chance, could I offer up equipment to some of those contractors? By any chance, are you having a subcontractor meeting? What day is that? And by any chance, could I bring in donuts? Could I bring in breakfast burritos? How can I bring more value to your job site? Now, if you don't have a reason to show up, it kind of comes across in your sales pitch. So I'm going to ask each one of you, have a reason to follow up. Don't show up and throw up. show up and give yourself and tell somebody, listen, I'll be back next week. Say it in my sales pitch. Yeah, I'll be back next week to drop by. I would love to bring breakfast. I'll stop by next week. I'd love to evaluate how I can bring better safety options, how I can bring better production options, how I can offer up equipment to your landscapers to help them deal with some of the challenges you're having on the project. I'd love to come out and review how you're doing the atrium and the type of lightweight lift that'll get up into those light fixtures up in there. I want to bring value to your job site. If you're just a glorified order taker, I'm going to tell you right now, the general contractor probably doesn't have time for you to show up on site and them to coach you on what you need to be doing. Instead, show up, add value, and build trust with repeat businesses. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day.